titled this, I know very little. And what I mean by that, this is going to come as a shocker to you. I know very little about most stuff in real estate. If I had to take a wild guess, there are people in Kingdom, Axiom, and Ascension probably know more from a technical standpoint about real estate than I do. They probably know more about contracts, probably know more about how to operate gadget and this and that, and like this app is cooler than this app. I don't know hardly any of that. It's not because I'm dumb. The reason for that is it's not relevant to me. Not when I started, not now, not after a decade. There's literally people in here that could answer questions about like contracts and stuff like that better than me. I know very, 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 very little from a technical standpoint about real estate. So how the heck am I qualified to mentor you? How am I qualified to be an owner of the kingdom? Any guesses? This is after doing like literally tens of millions of dollars worth of deals, by the way. So we got people in here that know more than me, that have more technical knowledge, contractual knowledge, more this, more that. And a lot of them have never done a deal. I know less, done 10 plus million. Understanding how people work. I'd say that's a big part of it. Solid understanding of problem solving, marketing, business operations, part of it. Yep, bunch of people are typing. Here's the reality. A long time ago, I realized that I really didn't need to know hardly anything. All I needed to do was identify people who did. As an example, when I was first getting going, guys, I was probably on the phone with the title company every couple days, 2-3 days. I was on the phone with them. I would literally like dial them in constantly. Jan, it's Jordan again with Quartz Kingdom. Look, I've got my friend Bob on the phone. He's got a property over on 123 Main Street. Couple quick questions for you. That title company, Jan, Rick was the owner, Jan, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These guys get paid to help me facilitate the deal. They get paid to help me facilitate the contractual process of going from here to here. All I needed to know is their phone number because they were getting paid to facilitate and to execute a contract. Any imaginable thing, hear me on this, any imaginable thing. Like people have been asking about heirs. People have been asking about who needs to sign what. People have been asking about what do I do if there's back taxes? Who pays this? Who pays that? What would I do if blank? All of that is on the title company. All I need to know is their phone number. What do we do if there's a judgment? That's not your responsibility. My responsibility was to make an introduction and to basically get a verbal agreement between this guy and this guy, period. Everything else, I don't need to know. I'm telling you guys, literally to this day, I do not know things that you guys are asking questions about. And I'm not trying to like pick on anybody or anything like that. I'm trying to just like explain to you like how we can just dumb this thing down, like a base level. He wants to buy for 100, he wants to sell for 90. Title company, there's an issue, doesn't matter. Title company, and if title company can't figure it out, like they're going to communicate with me, obviously. But if it can't be figured out, the deal's not going to happen. Jordan, the deal's not going to happen. Why? Because we're off by $5,000. Cool. You willing to pay $5,000 more? No. You willing to take $5,000 less? No. Am I willing to take $5,000 out of my assignment? Yes. Deal's back on. Simplify this stuff. There's people that have been trying to get deals for like 6, 8, 10, 12 months. And I don't understand what's so complicated about it. And again, I'm not trying to pick on anybody or be mean to anybody. Like, that's not my point here. My point is oftentimes we overcomplicate it and we spend time trying to understand things that do not matter. You do not need to understand it. Maintain capacity to fine tune and perfect the things that you have to know. Yeah, as a wholesaler, there's very little that I actually need to know. Very little. There's like 5 things that I need to know. Who my buyer is, what they're willing to pay, what they want to buy, to know who's willing to sell for less. Those last 2, what they're willing to pay by, who's willing to sell less than that. It's not complicated. You guys can jump on Zillow right now and make 100 offers if you wanted to. Does it make sense, guys? You guys are going to be seeing a lot of me, okay? I've been in the background for a long time. I'm done seeing people in their own way from getting money and from having what they want. There's too many people here that are short on money. That's not fun for anybody. It's not fun for you. It's not fun for me. Why is it not fun for me? Because you can't do what you want to do. And even if you wanted to come to the Bahamas with me for a month, you couldn't. So that's not no fun for me. Jordan, that's selfish. Any questions, guys? Any questions? You don't need to know a lot. Very, 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 very little. If I had to work with, I'm going to end with this, the choice of working with somebody that was brand new, had never heard of wholesaling, and wasn't very intelligent, or somebody that had been in and this, and they've been studying and doing all of this stuff, and they were very intelligent. I would pick the guy that was less intelligent, that knew nothing. He will do a deal first. This guy, he's got too much baggage. He's got too much garbage. He's been studying for too long. He's gonna overcomplicate it. This guy knows nothing. He's not smart enough to know anything. I'm not saying if you've done a deal that you're stupid. I'm not saying that. I think you guys you get my point. Guys, I appreciate you. I'm gonna continue to jump in here and do just little short topics. The network is free. The more people that we have in here, especially when you guys see what I'm about to do next, it's pretty epic. But the more people that we have in here, the more powerful this becomes, and the more people you have, either buyers or sellers or a skill set or a service that they offer, etc. The more people that are in here, the more valuable this is. It is 100% free outside of like Axiom. Like Axiom's not free. I'm not saying that, but the network is free. The app is free. So invite it as many people as you can. I'm going to be giving out literally thousands of dollars starting next week for people that are inviting friends. So get a head start on it now before everyone else hears about it. I guess I appreciate you. Talk soon.